one of the main characters. Fuck, what was it? Father.
I can't remember
I can't remember his name. He was a Spanish priest.
He wasn't an exorcist.
Yeah.
He was a priest. He wasn't. That's why they called Father Gabriel in Russell Crowe's character, because this particular priest wasn't experienced enough to pull this off.
Right.
So he ends up becoming Father Gabriel's
Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin, basically. I mean, that's his right-hand man.
Yeah.
And, you know, at one point I was thinking, they might kill his character. They might, like, kind of sacrifice him, you know, kill him off or whatever to give a kill in the movie. And they didn't. And I'm really glad they didn't, because, you know, like I said earlier,
wind up really liking him by the end of the movie.
Well, I was going to say that the only person that we saw get killed in 3 seconds was like the dad that's been impaled. Everybody else, you know, they either get possessed or you think they're going to get killed, but they never do. And I think that it's weird to have a horror film that nobody really gets killed and you can still say is good, and you can still say is interesting, and you can still say is creepy.
Yeah.
And the way that they pulled that off, I give them kudos. I mean, there's not one death scene in the whole movie. There's a lot of teasing of a death scenes in the movie, but there's no death scenes in the movie at all.
The only death scene was from his past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only death scenes were from the past. It was the car accident, and then it was the girl jumping off, to suicide.
Suicide.
So it's almost like all the death. So you could look at it like this, like the death is in the past, and we're moving on into the future, and it's like no more death in the future. We're going to stop everything. We're going to,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, you can look at it like that metaphor or whatever, but I thought,
I thought it was cool, actually. So thanks to his sidekick, he comes down. He, Russell Crowe is fully possessed, or Father Gabe's fully possessed at this point. You know, he's telling him there's no hope and everything like that. And then, you know, his compadre will not let him just, you know, sit there and die. So he helps him pretty much break this possession.
Yeah, he basically, he learns the language.
Yeah.
He learns the chant. He learns the prayer to, bring him back. And, without giving you too much, we won't go into details about how he does it and everything, but, you know, he ends up being kind of like the hero of the movie.
Unsuspected.
Yeah. So that's
unexpected.
And that's really cool, you know, because if they ever make a sequel and maybe Russell Crowe doesn't feel comfortable coming back, revising the character, maybe they could go with this guy, you know, and he can say, look, I'm going around the country because I learned from
Russell.
I learned from Father Gabriel, and, you know, I'm the big dog in town or something. But, you know, hopefully Russell Crowe will make either a prequel or a sequel to this because, first of all, I believed him in this role. Like, it didn't look like Russell Crowe was playing a movie. It looked like Father Gabriel. You know what I'm saying?
It was believable.
Like, I didn't look at the screen and go, oh, there's Gladiator playing a priest. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to.
Well, there's so many movies where you can see a big-time actor and you know, I mean, realistically, yes, they are playing a part, but if they play it really good, you forget about their real-life personality for a minute and you go with that character. And in my opinion, I really thought Russell Crowe was this Father Gabriel. Like,
yeah, he was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, so his performance, everybody's performance in this movie, 10 out of 10. But we have to give it a rating, 0.5 star to 5. And do you want to start it, or do you?
I'll give it. I thought this was a pretty great movie. I think I'm gonna give it a. I think I'm gonna give it a 4. Honestly,
Sweet.
I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
Sweet. You know, I was going back and forth, and I was like,
I was teetering between 3 and 4.
well, that's what I'm at.
This is where the half would come in.
Well, you know, I'm gonna stick to 3 stars because I'm gonna tighten down on my ratings, and like I'm just so open. Anything that I like remotely, I'll always give a favorable review, and a 3 is very favorable. So we said that 3 stars is good.
I gotta watch how I give a 4 out too.
Yeah, we said it was good / go see it.
I'd say it's good / buy it.
Well, okay, but we have 4 is great / buy it.
Yeah, I know, but I think that between seeing it and buying it, you can't go wrong. So I think that can like teeter.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to 3 stars, and I'm going to say that this is a good film. It's a good film. Go see it. Go watch it. Go buy it. Whatever the fuck you want to do. It's good.
I'm going to change mine to 3. You're right. Need to tighten down because I'm thinking like all the 4 movies I'd give. The reason why I say buy it or see it, because I bought it just on a whim and I don't regret buying it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why I'm saying it this time.
Like, I guarantee you that if you buy this movie and you watch it, probably in the next 6 months, you will probably revisit it. You will probably watch it
Yeah,
again.
I kind of want to rewatch it and see what I missed the first time because I feel like there's little tidbits that I missed.
Yeah. And let's not mention the fact that, I mean, we've already talked about the movies. We already talked about the movie. Let's talk about, like, little things that we liked about it that, you know, we didn't mention before. Like, I really think everybody did an excellent job on their accents.
Yes. Yeah, especially Russell Crowe.
Yeah, because he was, I mean, you know how hard it is? The dude is Australian.
Yeah.
And he's speaking in, what?
Italian.
He's speaking in...
But he was actually speaking multiple languages because
That's what I'm saying.
He was talking to the priest
in Latin.
In Latin, and then he was, of course, in Italy, and of course, speaking Italian, and then on top of that, doing speaking English, which is his first language anyway, but doing it with an Italian accent.
Yeah, that's
Right.
That's the other thing. He's a legitimate Australian.
Yeah.
Who is talking in English but with a Italian accent.
Yeah.
That's fucking mind-blowing. That's crazy.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I totally agree. Everybody in this movie did great. You had the sister that was a shithead, but by the end of the movie, she really did love her mom and her brother.
Yeah.
The little boy did pretty damn good job being possessed or acting possessed.
Oh yeah, he was creepy.
He is a very weird looking kid. The special effect, my one gripe was that some of the special effects are not going to hold up over time because they don't hold up now watching it. It was some of the special effects was unnecessary.
Yeah, they were just trying to put it over the top of how dangerous this demon was. That's all.
Right, but they could have done they could have went practical, and it would have been.
I know, but you know,
I know it's the day and age
I forgave
we
it.
live in.
I forgave it because I mean
of how good everything else is.
Well, when a demon can possess your world and make you see things that's not there, they can make you see fucked up things.
Right. No, I don't have a problem with that. That was done very well. It was like when he was like opening his mouth like really long and shit like that. It looked like the Mummy graphics, and I like.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Maybe those. I mean, if they had better CGI, they probably would use it. But
right.
I'm just trying to be optimistic and say when you're in a world and a demon can make you see whatever he wants you to see, maybe Russell Crowe really did see a goddamn that graphic. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I didn't have a problem with that.
It's kind of like if you're possessed and you're seeing everything in 3D, and everybody's like, well, that 3D looked awful. And you're like, yeah, but that's what he saw.
I guess I see what you're talking about.
It's a way to forgive shitty CGI is what I'm trying to do, but
yeah,
you know.
But I mean, that's really my only gripe with the movie.
My only gripe with the film is there was a few like rock songs or something that were playing in it, and I thought that was kind of unnecessary. I love rock music, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
for the seriousness of this film, I didn't like the placement of the music.
Yeah, it was really awkward compared to the rest of the music in the movie.
Like, it reminds me of, like, you know, this is a slasher and people are getting into the car, going out to the cabin. This is the song you would hear on the way to the cabin.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, I get it. It doesn't bother me bad, but I just was like, I could do without that.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, I could do without that. But
they really only should have done it like one scene when she was like on her bed listening to it.
Yeah, I think that would have been
that would have been perfect.
Yeah, that would have been the only time that it really would make sense is when she had, you know, like the Walkman on and you could hear the music through the Walkman. You know, when you see them driving on the highway and they're going to their destination, you don't need to crank up the fucking, you know, whatever song that was playing.
Yeah, that was, because it kind of like takes you out of the seriousness, like you said.
Yeah.
But those are like minute details.
Yeah, they're
like,
very, very small.
Like, very small problems that I had. Like, that's fucking nitpicking, honestly.
Like, literally, all this that we're, you know, picking on it would take 1 second to take out of the film.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like
it makes or breaks the movie.
No, the dialogue's good, the acting is good, the story is good.
The scenery, the setting.
Yeah, the beginning to end, it was you know, it was a horrifying opener and it was a satisfying ending with everybody, you know, almost walking away as, okay, here we go. Let's go get them.
Yeah,
let's go get the rest of the demon. You know?
Yeah, they left it open, so it ended with like a little of a cliffhanger, but like if they don't do anything with it, it's still okay.
Yeah, it's still a standalone movie. Personally, I can see dollar signs in this. I can see Russell Crowe as a recurring character as Father Gabriel. Will it happen? I don't know. You'd have to have the right circumstance, the right writer, everything else.
I think this would be a great show. Like, it has potential to be a show, like a good show. Like
I could see a show.
Because it was like 199 different cases to be explored.
Right.
Which was a weird number. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the hate this movie got.
Yeah, people hate this movie. People did not give it favorable reviews at all.
Well, I don't know if it was necessarily the people, because we're going to talk about rotten ass tomatoes. The tomato meter was at 49%.
Right, that's 1% below half.
Audience score was 81%.
Yeah. That's
what does that tell you?
That's all, dude, that's 19 away from being 100%.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the audience did the same thing with that new demon movie that's out now too, and anybody that's listened to us knows that we are fucking not fans of the people who work for Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, we call them rotten ass tomatoes for a reason.
Right. I mean, there's some horrible reviewers out there from different sites and stuff.
Yeah.
But Rotten Tomatoes, in my opinion, is the worst because they have the worst goddamn staff. They have the worst ranking, and it's like, you know, I mean,
I feel like I don't know what the fuck they watch.